What we expect comes from the principles guiding the bills. There are actually about 10 principles guiding the bills that are before the National Assembly. The first one is consolidation of the tax laws. Presently in Nigeria, we have more than 30 laws that has one thing or the other to do with taxation. So you can imagine somebody that wants to comply with tax need to carry about 30 different. For instance, if you want to, if you're an investor that want to come to our oil and gas industry, you need to know about the PPTA, that is Petroleum Profit Tax Act. You need to know about the Petroleum Industry Act. You need to know about the Capital Gain Tax Act. You need to know about the VAT law. You need to know about the personal income tax that will guide the taxation of your employee. You need to know about the company income tax. There are so many of them, so numerous. So what this bill has done is to simplify, to consolidate all these laws so that if you are coming to do business in Nigeria, you only carry those, for example, the oil and gas people I speak about, you only need the Nigerian Tax Act and the Nigerian Tax Administration Act. And so it has been able to consolidate so many laws we have, and that will drive compliance. Then the second principle is to simplify.
We're hoping it will drive compliance.
Yes,
okay.
That is the expectation.
Okay.
Yes, it will make things so easier for businesses.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, and the second principle is simplification. There are some of our tax laws. Before you read them, you need to consult somebody, or you need to carry so many dictionaries, or because if you pick, for instance, the Capital Gains Act, now a long time it has been that we have that law. It has been with us for a very long time. And if you pick that law, for you to understand what it's saying is extremely difficult. And that is why, even if you want to comply with the law, to understand what the law is saying, it's difficult. If you want an employee, you want to pay your tax, to carry that bill and compute your tax yourself is extremely difficult. In fact, it's almost impossible for you on your own to compute what your tax should be or how much you should pay. So what we have done now is to have a law that is very simple in language, in understanding, in application, in computation of taxes. So anyone now can pick that law and compute his taxes. For instance, for me now, I can pick that bill and I know how much, I know my salary, and I know, based on that, what we have in that bill, I know how much I should pay as tax.
Because you're the tax man, you should know.
Yeah, yes, I can understand you, but what we have done now, because that was what it was before, it's only the taxmen and the tax consultants that knows. But what we have done now is that everybody is able to know. As long as you know what your salary is, you are able to compute your tax.
Penny. Okay, you're not done.
Okay. Well, one other thing is to ensure competitiveness of our economy. Now, it is our economy is very competitive. We have a scenario now that tax will not drive away investors. If you're an investor, when you are coming, you know what to expect, you know what the tax law is, and you know the tax you are expected to pay. There is certainty. And neutrality of tax. What we had before under the value-added tax, you have the businesses bearing some portion of value-added tax, but now VAT to businesses is tax neutral. So those are the principles that were guiding the bill, so many of them. And one of them is also to align with the government's objective to ensure that we are not taxing capital, but we are taxing profit. We are not taxing the poor. We are not taxing poverty. We are taxing prosperity. We are not taxing fruits, but we are taxing seed. So that is one of the principles guiding that law.